this is my home away from home. This is my special secret place in Fernworthy Forest. Not so secret though, because the area has changed. Someone knows about this. It's not a problem. I don't expect anyone to be here today. I'm just gonna reacquaint myself with the area, tidy up a little bit, move some stuff around, and I'll show you my new sleeping system, which is a tarp and bivy setup, which I used to use many years ago. Then I went out to tents. The issue I have with tents, and it's been an issue for a while, is no matter how vented it is, there's always going to be condensation in there. And when you go ultralight, you can't take one of those big double skin tents with you. It's just too heavy. So you aim for the single skin tent, and the problem with that then is you have condensation. And some of the times, especially on a Cotswold Way, it got to a point where in the middle of the night it would wake you up because the wind would hit the side of the tent and it would just feel like it's raining inside. And you can't, because ultralight tents are quite small too, you can touch the sides, you might wake up and then hit your head on the top, and when that happens it soaks you. And also because they're ultralight, they're small, my feet usually hit the bottom of the tent too with my sleeping bag. So what I find is in the morning the bottom of my sleeping bag is completely drenched. And then if you put your kit on the sides of the tent, that water will just drip down to the kit. So you're having to waterproof your kit inside your tent, which didn't make any sense to me. So I thought, right, okay, let's mix it up. So yeah, tarp and bivy. So basically, when you come to the place that you think you're going to be setting down for the night, you want to look at certain things. So you want to look at the wind direction. You want to know how the ground is sloped. You'll just be slipping and sliding all over the place all night, and you will not get a good night's sleep no matter what you do, unless you completely collapse it and put it up somewhere else. So that's definitely two things. You want to look at wind, because if it does start raining, the rain's going to be coming in that direction. So if you've got your tarp or your tent set up with the apex looking straight at the wind, one, you'll get the wind coming in, so you'll get cold, and two, if it starts raining and you've got a window open or you've got a tarp, the rain's just going to come in as well. Two, you want to look at the slope of the ground. You don't want to be on a slope, because you could just slide down or slide sideways or slide backwards, and trust me, you will not sleep. You will not sleep no matter what you do, unless you take some sleeping tablets or whatever, or a lot of whiskey. So that's the two things you want to look for. So as we're looking around now, I can see that it's quite sloped. It's probably quite hard to see on here, but it looks like it slopes in that direction there. You look around here and it looks like it's sloping towards me. And the perfect place to pitch a tent would be where someone's put that fire pit. So luckily I haven't got a tent, I've got a tarp and a bivy, so I can put my tarp. It's quite big as well. I think it's 3x3. I can put it up anywhere and I can sleep anywhere underneath it. So worst comes to worst, if I find a really terrible slope while I'm sleeping, I can just get my whole bivy and just twist it until I find a comfortable position, and I'll still be under cover. That's another good thing about having a tarp. So I'm gonna have a little look around, pick a good spot, and I'll start setting up. It feels like, even though it's open on this side, the wind is coming from that way. So it's kind of circulating in here, so it feels like it's coming from kind of all directions. It is really windy today. I did try to get my drone out earlier, and I got it up in the air at Kestor Rocks, and a massive gust of wind came, and I thought I was never going to see it again, so I put it away. It is windy today, but it is warm and sunny, so I won't complain. So let's set it up. Alright, so that's it, pretty much set up. It's the beauty. So it's pretty comfortable. That's the bivvy there, outdoor research. And I've got my thermarest in there as well with it, which fits, which is pretty impressive. Got space there next to my bivvy. So I put the whole setup on a Tyvek sheet, which is a ultra lightweight bit of material that a lot of people use when they go ultra light backpacking. Waterproof, light, but it can be a little bit noisy, so make sure you scrunch it up and wash it a few times before you bring it out, otherwise it'll be louder than the wind in the trees around you. So I'll just take you around. This is a pretty standard, easy setup with 2 trekking poles, and the rest is all just pegged down. I got this line here going to some logs over here. I've left the back open like that just to let a bit of air come through it, some good airflow going through it, so it doesn't get a build-up of condensation, which is exactly what I didn't want, because that's why I've gone to a tarp and away from a tent. DD Hammock super light tarp. I think this one might be a 3x3. You can get them in different sizes. I wanted mine to be a bit more square, simply just to have it a little bit wider. So I've had to move the fire pit, which was over there, but it was in such a bad place. There was nowhere in this whole area that was flat enough so I wouldn't be sliding around, apart from exactly how it is now. So where the fire was there would have been far too close, so I've had to move it. To be fair, it shouldn't be here anyway, but I might as well use it for my my little cooker there. Bit of protection from the wind, debris around it as well. So as for the cooking side of things, I've actually changed what I'm going to be using to cook with as well. What I used to use was a jet boil, which to me felt a little bit overkill for cooking just 200-300 ml of water. So I wanted to scale it back a little bit and try and make it a little bit more enjoyable. So I've actually gone with the Toaks Titanium Stove. You've probably seen these. Basically that all squashes down together and it fits nicely just like this. It uses wood instead of gas. So what you could do with this is wait until you get to where you want to go, and you can actually put the wood in when you get there. I've actually done it before, simply because I had wood at home and I wanted it all to be nicely packed in there and ready to go as soon as I get to camp, because it is my first night out in 7 or 8 months, so I wanted to get there, you know. So what happens is this all comes apart like this. That will go inside there, that bit will go inside that bit, and that's it set up just like this, just like that, and your cup just sits on top just like that. That's pretty much it. You like that? I've already got some fuel in there ready to go. I just need to light that, and then the air will just go up through it, out the sides, and it keeps that oxygenated, you know. And your water will just go on top there, and then it will take, I think I timed it last time I did it. I tried it at home before I took it out, and I think it only took a few minutes. So yeah, that's it. That is good couscous. The route that I've done today is actually going to be in the description below. There's a link down there and it'll take you to my commute page, which you'll be able to actually do the route yourself and actually come to this location here if you really want to come here. It's not a hidden treasure. People do know about it, so I don't mind sharing it. If you haven't already done so, press the subscribe button and the bell icon too, so you never miss any new videos coming out. It really means a lot to me that people are subscribing and helping me grow this channel. It's something that I really do love to do, and it brings me so much joy in a world that we're living in now where it's so stressful and so chaotic, and it's just really, really good to get out there, back into nature, away from people. Just think about all the things that make you happy and the things that don't make you happy. What can you do to change that? You know, how can you improve your mental well-being? And it takes a place like this to really be at one with your thoughts. My heart goes out to anyone dealing with some really stressful times, and if it's really affecting your mental well-being, I really do hope that you find something that brings you peace. If you've never done this before, please try it. We've got plenty of places all over the UK where you can get out, get into nature, set up a tent, just be at peace.